The idea revolves around this woman that lives in 2077, 2070, and the main concept of the collection is protection. Protection, in this case, from the sun. I found out that right now the sun is unstable, and it's very unpredictable how the climate is going to change. We live by that every day, that it's mid-spring and some days it's just 50 and some days it just reaches 80 and you're like, this is crazy. So my collection strives in the extreme of that. It's for this woman that in everyday life has to deal with 120-degree temperatures, and then at night it drastically drops to 30, 25-degree temperatures. Throughout my research, I had to incorporate a lot of fabrics that have dual purposes. In this case, most of the sheer fabric that we see in the collection serves as an initial barrier for the rays of the sun. So through science, light is heat. I had to stop light somehow. So that's where the sheer fabric comes from, and the purpose of stopping that initial impact from the sun, from the rays of the sun. Now, most of the pieces that do have the bands going around is driven from architectural buildings that are constructed in this type of environment. And the structure of columns, or the structure of creating this external skeleton based of bands, its main purpose is also to allow light and wind to go through, but reduce the amount of exposure that goes through into a specific space, or into, let's say, in my case, the skin. My collection is all white. These are the prototypes, so they're made out of muslin. Why white? Because white is the main color that reflects everything. I had to use a lot of unconventional fabrics, like a lot of poly blends that have a base of synthetic polyester PVC, which, of course, this is 2077. We don't know what the conditions are going to be. And if it keeps on going the way it is, I think Mother Nature is not going to be around that much longer, so we're going to have to resort to unconventional materials. In the final collection, a few examples are a lot of capes that their main composition of the fabric is plastic. People said, oh, plastic, you're going to be like a furnace, it's going to burn you up. But no, a common misconception is that the less clothing you wear, the less heat you're going to receive. No, that is not true. So in these places, you definitely need to protect yourself to maintain thermal equilibrium for human survival. So that's the purpose of the whole collection. And people do it through layering over layering of fabrics that, once again, its main purpose is to stop the initial rays of the sun and to create your own microenvironment to protect yourself. These two pieces that have the torso exposed, throughout my research of science, the main parts of the body that need to be protected are where the lungs and the heart is, and the reproductive system. So that's why most of the parts around the crotch area are covered, but the midriff, the torso, the lower backs are purposely uncovered to help the body ventilate heat through those specific areas that people like